Mm, 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 mm. Mm-mm. Hey, it's your girl. It's Monday Motivation right here on the Spill at 6. You better command your day and stay amazing. As I wait for my followers to come in, I want to greet you and tell you hello, what's up? How you doing? How you feeling? I wanted you to have a positive reflection in your mind and your intellect. You know, um, as some people may have had a terrible weekend, or you may have had a melodramatic weekend. And I just encourage you and implore you to inhale positivity and exhale the negativity. Baby, you have to keep it pushing. You have to command your day. Keep it pushing. What's up, Mont? Deuces, how you feeling? Harris and Dina. Deuces, how you doing? And I got some real cool chapters I want to talk about today as far as for Monday motivation today. And it's kind of, I'm going to piggyback on some things because, a lot of folk, I mean, some weird things happened. And as some weird, what's up, Trent? Deuce's family is in the building. And some weird things happened on the internet, social media. I'm not going to talk about the people. I'm going to talk about character. And what's up, Shu? Deuces, how you doing? Family in the building. And I'm going to talk about character, because a lot of you don't want to believe the truth. You just want to keep doing what you're doing. And a lot of people in this generation, they just want to keep doing what they're doing, reckless, and they want to do things reckless. And I'm gonna just pull the truth out there. Let's start with the women. I'm gonna put it out there because I just want to be able to. I hope that you share this live, with women and with men too as well, so that they can get clarity, you understand, and have clarity on their matters, with women, on their matters with relationships, on your matters, period. Okay, let me just put it out there. Women, when you meet a guy and you go out with him and you live somewhere, make sure you stay there. Okay, do not, one, just because you had sex with him or whatever, move into his apartment. Two, do not think that you have the authority to move into another man's apartment. What's up, Deuces? 97.5 Hip Hop Daily is in the building. You understand? Don't think that you can move in another man's apartment. You understand? Just because you started a relationship with him. Okay. Number three, get to know his situation before you get in a relationship with him. How about that? Because some men that you may be getting involved with, they may have a family. And if they have a family, they may already have a situation. They may have more than one child by different baby mothers and what have you. And you have to get to know that situation and decide if you're willing to ride with it. See, because it's one thing when you know about it and you think you can ride, but then there's another to know about it and you can ride with it. Okay, because you can't start riding and then when you get in the middle of it, you don't want it to be that way. You want it to be another way, because that's not how it's going to play out. All right. I'm gonna say this too as well. If you go and stay with somebody and you go and you live with them, you understand, you have to, I'm noticing a lot of young girls now. You going and you living up in that man's house. You are shacking in his house. Wait a minute. It's called squatting. Let me put parentheses, squatting. It's called squatting. You are squatting in that man's house. You do not live there. You do not pay rent there. You do not buy groceries. You do not pay PSE&G. You do not pay any. You do not clean. You do not do anything in there. It was already his when you got there. Okay. So it does not belong to you. Okay. Let's just give you some clarity. Right from there. It doesn't matter how many times he has sex with you. It doesn't matter how deep he goes in you. It doesn't how many times he makes you laugh or make your heart thump or make you think about him day and night. It still doesn't matter. it still belongs to him. You understand? Even if he decides to share it with you. When he decides to share it with you, babe, you have to know when to go home. You have your place. Your place is not with somebody just because you had sex with them. Babe, that don't give you the authority to be up in somebody else like that. My reality, if a decision is made to live together, they both need to get a fresh start in a new place. And I totally agree. But you know what? It says, what you said, how deep he go in you. Yes, I did say that. Yeah. Yes, I did say that. But see, you know what? Usually some people, when they get into a relationship and you do move in with him, and even if y'all do agree to live with one another and he's taking care of the bills or whatever like that, she still need to keep her home. You understand? And be more or less, y'all have to have a plan. See, this is the thing. When you move in with somebody and you're in a relationship, the relationship is supposed to grow, not become stagnant. Okay, we're going to have a plan. We're going to map this out. If we're going to move together and be in a relationship, we're not winging it. See, most of y'all motherfuckers be winging it, and that's why y'all ass be on the curb. Deuces. Because you be winging it. You understand? You can't disrespect people and disrespect a person's authority and overstep your authority and then still expect to be in that person's life, and then you think that you're supposed to be able to disrespect them and still live in their house. Babe, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. You understand? You got to have a certain respect for yourself. And even if that other person, that other individual tries to disrespect you, how about that? When the other individual tries to disrespect you, then all you should do is humbly comply. Most women, they get irate and they become, how should you say, belligerent and ignorant, emotionally overstepping boundaries. You know, till they get to calling a man names, they overstepping their boundaries because of their emotional attachment. You understand? And due to emotional attachment, they feel like they have the authority to call you a bitch. They think they have the authority to call you a sucker. They think they have the authority to call you a coward. It don't make me a coward, a bitch, or a sucker if I want you away from me. It don't make me a bitch, a coward, or a sucker if I feel that we need to part ways. Because guess what? That's the part of being in a relationship. When you're just in a relationship, you got a right to change your mind. Don't you know that? And most women don't take in account of that. When you first go in a relationship with somebody, regardless of how long you go in a relationship with them, okay, you got to take an accountability that they could change their mind and don't want to be in a relationship with you no more. How about that? And yeah, they make decisions with their heart, not their mind. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, more or less, you have to make decisions with reality. Reality has to be intact. You understand? You cannot make dreaming decisions. You understand? And you got some girls out here, you meeting guys, and y'all getting pregnant, and you're getting pregnant, and you're getting pregnant, and you're having a baby for 9 months, and you haven't even known that man for 9 months. How about that? You've been messing with this guy 5 or 6 months, and you having a baby for 9 months. Babe, you don't know that man. Why are you sitting up there having a baby? Did you know him 9 months? Have you known him a year? Have you been with him for a whole entire year? You understand? This is the thing, another thing that girls make mistakes with. You know? And then I saw something today, and I just happened to be this morning. I just happened to be on my phone on Instagram, and I saw this celebrity, and he was going off on this girl, and it was phenomenal. You know, I was very surprised, and you know, she's a new mother, and by her being a new mother, she didn't know how to properly carry herself. in that situation. Because when you already know the situation that you're in, see, that's the thing about being a rider. See, it's like, what seat are you going to sit in when you're a rider? You understand? If you're going to be on the front seat, the passenger side, or you play in the back seat. You understand? But whatever seat that you decide to sit in, just know it's different when you're not the driver. You understand? Because I'm making a perfect example of that. It's because when you're not, he's the driver and he has passengers. You understand? So by him having passengers, you're either going to comply and put on your seatbelt and go for the ride, or you're going to unfasten your seatbelt and get the fuck out of the car. How about that? This is what happened when people want to take ownership of a vehicle that's already being driven. Hello, that's already owned by themselves and they already have everything in that car. You understand? And here you come wanting to get in that car. You understand? And you already see what's inside the car and you know the trunk is full. Hello? It's got baggage in there. It's baggage in the trunk. It's women in the front and the back. It's kids in there too. Car filled up and here you is trying to squeak. Oh, I want to sit on somebody's lap. I'm using that as an example because that's what that is. And when you go to sit on lap, sooner or later, somebody leg gonna freeze up and they gonna want you to move up out the way. And it's like more or less when you get involved with a person, you can't get involved with a person because of their celebrity status and their lifestyle. And that's what most of these women are doing. Or they feel that they can be moved. They go in with an agenda. Let's just keep it 100. They want to further their career or they want to further their lifestyle and live a great lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with wanting to further your career and have a great lifestyle. But you can't get in a mechanism. If you're trying to keep it just business, you can't take it personal when he want to do something else. Because I'm going to say it like this. A lot of people don't know. But back in the day, I used to date high-value men. High-value men date. You understand? They date. And when I say date, they go out with other women. You understand? It's more or less, it's, they go here, they do functions, they go out and they be around other women. They may have sex with other women. You understand? And they may like you and they may see you again. But if you get caught out there and you actually get pregnant by a high value man and he does take you in or whatever, like just know that if you don't have anything going for yourself, it's going to be hard for him to be kept because he's not the type to do that. He's a very independent man. A high value man is very independent. So, when a man is kept, when you say kept, he only wants one woman in his life. When you have a man like that, that's a man that you can value. You understand? Because he's like that and he chose you. But when you have a man that didn't really choose you, you understand? And it's just an excursion. Let me just say this too. Men with money spend money. So they may get you an apartment. They may get you a boat ride. They may get you bags. They may get you clothes. They may give you cars. They may give you diamonds. But they will give that to the next woman as well. Because they're high value men and they can afford to spend that money. It's not going to hurt their pocket to spend that on you, dear. You have to really not think that you are getting this because he likes you that much and it's only about you. You can't think like that because just like one woman could get the bag, so can the next one get the same bag, babe, and better than you. How about that? You understand? And they can tickle his intellect in a different way, in a different pattern that you can't. And he'll entertain her and go out with her because she moves him a certain way. You understand? And by her moving him that way, and you can't do it, you understand? Eventually, something's going to happen. And we're more or less, it's either going to she go or you going to go. But then there's going to maybe be somebody else that takes your place. You got to look at the age bracket as well, too. You got men in their 20s and they're rich right now. and they lower 30s and they rich right now. And you trying to get this man to have a baby and settle down and have a family when he already had that before he got with you. Babe, if he wanted to do that, he would have settled with what he had. He's not a settler. He's a mover. He's a stick and mover. How about that? You understand? Yeah. And New York accent too, so thanks. And it's like, more or less, he's a stick and mover. He stick and move. He like your company. He like what you do and how you do it. You understand? But these young women, they didn't understand the assignment. Deuces. If you want to be intellectually entertained by someone who has money, make sure you don't get pregnant. Stop getting pregnant, but you trying to get the bag because you want child support or whatever like that, because you want to think and say, well, you know what, if I have this child, I'm going to bag him and he going to see me for 18 years. Babe, that's not going to happen with everybody. How about that? And you're going to find yourself suffering as a single mother and tied down and won't be able to do the things that you need to do because you'll be busy fighting, you understand, and stressing and doing all of the things that you thought that you would never do in your life because you chose that route. You understand? Stop choosing a route that you didn't plan for. You understand? Some women, they plan, their plans are to just get pregnant by somebody that's rich, and so that they can have, there's a difference between being rich and wealth. When you have a wealthy man and you meet a wealthy man, you want to do other things besides, I know this lifestyle is really glitzy to them, traveling the world and jewels and cars and parties. And babe, you better think 5-10 years ahead. You sitting up there driving in a Bentley, babe. Are you going to be able to maintain and keep that car 5 years from now? What if you break up with him and you got that car? Are you going to be able to take care of that? Take care of that? That apartment? That apartment that costs all that money, and what happens when you don't be with him? Stay in your lane, babe. Wherever you at, stay in your lane. And stop squatting. Stop squatting with these niggas. You understand? Because you're sitting up there and you squatting with these niggas like y'all homeless. You understand? And I really have to say that that's what it looks like to me. That's what it looked like to OGs. Because women did not play themselves like that. I wouldn't dare. Absolutely not. And if you flew me out in a $20,000 jet, better believe my checking account gonna have the same zeros in it. You understand? See, that's y'all hustle backwards. I don't understand it. Y'all go out and it's just for fun. You think it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for you to suck and fuck somebody that you don't know and don't get paid, but you got a bag of some clothes. I don't get that. You understand? It's like I'm just coming real raw and eccentric tonight because it's just really out of hand. And then you think that you can come up with this dude. And you think that you fooling this dude, and you think by riding him that he gonna go for the ride. He gonna let you ride him. He gonna give you a couple of trinkets. That ain't nothing to him. That's like the hustlers back in the day. Girls ain't even have to go to bed. They didn't have to screw to get those things. You get those things naturally because you just a woman standing there in the presence. Your presence meant something. Y'all got to give up pussy, suck, fuck, and everything else just to get those things. Y'all brought the value down on chicks. That's why you got some of these men out here on the down low, because y'all sitting up there bending over and letting them hit it from the back and letting them hit your backside. And they be doing that shit to men too. And then they turn around and and that's why they be down low the way they are and choose to be metrosexual and, both ways. One of the other guys, he came out, he's bisexual. You understand? And straight women don't mess with bisexual men. Straight men don't mess with, they will entertain a bisexual woman because it's entertainment. But do you think he wants to marry a bisexual woman? How about that? That's a good question, huh? You understand? It's like more or less you gotta think on these levels that you know that you dealing with these people. You can't. Now I looked, and I'm gonna just say this. I looked at that situation, and more or less when you go and move in somebody, babe, stop moving in folks' house. Y'all girls just go and just pack up and go move up in a fella house and just take over, babe. Stay at your own house and take care of your baby. And you know what? And when babe, let me just say this. You have to know that you are definitely a squatter. Anytime a man walk in a sleeping bedroom, in your bedroom that you're sleeping in, and tell you to get up and you have to go, babe, there's nothing left for you to do but get up, pack everything, and leave. See, some women, they have more value, and they won't do that. They just they'll either pack up and leave the baby with them and say, well, you know what, since you feel like it's my problem, no, it's going to be your problem. And they leave the child with him and let him take care of the child and let him be at-home dad. You try that, or get you a nanny or whatever you have to do. Okay, and I'm going to go live my life and do my career or whatever I need to do. I'll see the baby. I'll get visitation. See you later. You want to be a dad? Let's let you be a dad today. Or you just take him child support. But you wouldn't need to do all of that. When you go and move in with a man, you have to have a plan. You understand? Especially if you're not married. You understand? And you got a child with him too. Babe, what are we doing? We're playing house. You understand? You're playing house, and you're playing house with your life, and then you got a whole nother life to take care of. You understand? And then y'all playing house. You sitting up there playing wife, and he playing dad. You understand? But he ain't playing husband with you. How about that? He playing dad. You ain't hear me. He playing dad, but he not playing your husband. You understand? That's how he was able to walk in and just say, you got to go. That's not love. That's like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of your shit, and I'm tired of you being here. Matter of fact, you take that baby and you go in the shelter. Go, if you feeding the baby, go feed that baby in the shelter. Yo. Guess what? Guess what? I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. Look, that's that kind of rhythm. When you got that kind of rhythm coming towards you, that means that somebody is tolerating you. You understand? And you wore out your welcome. You understand? And you wore out no matter how long the relationship has been for. Yeah, it was a relationship, but you can't say it was a commitment. It wasn't no commitment there. There wasn't no plan there. It wasn't, all of it was spontaneous. And when the spontaneity ends, that's what happens. When you do things on a whim. You understand? And that's the tables turn on a whim. It's a fancy kind of love. It's give you that kind of feeling, that electricity kind of feeling, and you be like, oh, like you feel like this, but that's not the one for you, because it's fantastic fantasy. That's what it is, because you living and you doing things that you never would have done with anybody else before, and it's a fantastic fantasy. Man, take your head up out the clouds and out of that fantastic fantasy mode, and put yourself in a reality mode. And see what you're doing and how you're doing it. You can't play housewife to somebody. You understand that that's not your husband, and you definitely can't play husband to somebody that's not your wife. You understand? Because just as fast as they love you, they're just as quick as throw your ass to the curb. Hello, what's up, capers, deuces? And it's like you don't want people to throw you to the curb. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of disrespect. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the beginning and the end of the day, when y'all both are parents, don't disrespect your child's significant, their parent. Don't do that. If you're a mom, don't disrespect that father or that dad. And if you're a dad, don't disrespect the mother. You understand? Especially in front of the child, regardless if it's an infant to 21 years old. You do not traumatize your child and let them see you disrespect the person that's raising them. Because when they get older, they're going to disrespect the person that they are with. It's called a pattern. And it happens, and it goes from generation to generation. If you start whooping her ass early, and the kids see that, when he get older, he going to start whooping his girlfriend's ass early. You understand? So it's like more or less, or you got a girl, a daughter, and she'll be getting her ass beat, and she'll think it's normal. You understand? She'll think it's normal to get her ass whooped because she saw her mama getting her ass whooped on a daily. So she'll feel like, okay, when if he hit me all, that's what happens in relationships. No, that's not what happens in relationships. Absolutely not. You understand? No, ain't no rocks hitting that hard. And I know rocks hitting that hard where y'all gotta be throwing blows. Okay, if you start throwing blows, that's not the one for you. You understand? You have to be able to communicate and talk that out. If you can't come to an agreement, dismiss it, eradicate it, delete. Have control and composure. This is what's wrong with people. This generation, they lose their composure too quick. They quick to bust a chick jaw wide open, like boof, bust her jaw, put her in the hospital. You understand? A girl young, beat up. And then you got these girls that's quick to attack. I saw that they had that girl under arrest for assault. And then another assault. You understand? It's not hitting and causing chaos and causing havoc. It's not the results that you want in the end, because it's not going to give you the resolve that you needed. You understand? And it's not going to make things easier, and it's not going to come out with positive results. You understand? It's like more or less, instead of when somebody say to you and they look at you and they say, well, you know, and you in your home and you know that if then this, see, you know what can be really taxing, as if you gave up your place to go live with somebody and then they tell you, you gotta go. And then you look at them like, you know what? I gave up my place to come and live with you. You know, and they look at you and it's like, and? See, these are the things that you have to look at. Don't let nobody talk you into giving up your stuff to come move up under them. Baby, what you should have did was is draw up. See, when you got a high value man, you could draw up some papers. Okay, we're going to live together, but we're going to draw up these papers. In case you act up a fool, you're going to have to break me off some paper. Bop, 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 bop. Because if I give up my apartment, I want to be able to make sure that if you decide that we break up, that I can be bust off this money so that I'll be able to get back me another place or whatever and do what I need to do with my life. And yeah, I'm coming with terms. You have to make terms. Don't sit up there and put your life out there in the street, because your ass will end up homeless. How about that? Girls don't think about that kind of stuff. You get into a relationship with zero terms. You just put your ass all the way out there. I'd rather be with no one than to be with someone with no terms. Absolutely not. I'm not being with anybody with no terms. Absolutely not. I'm not making no foolish ass mistakes like that. Absolutely not. I'm not going to play a fool, be fooled, be deceived, lied to. You understand? Or let somebody play you. You understand? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You sit up there and you know if a person is lying or telling you the truth. You can look at the situation just like the car. When they pulled up in the car, you saw they had baggage in the trunk. You saw they had baby mamas. You saw he had whatever in the car. If you decide to get in the car, you are chose. You got chose. Pimping. You got chose. And then what happened? You don't think that because you got chose that you getting ready to be the bottom chick. That's not going to happen for you. It's not going to turn out good for you. Because you went in with zero terms. You understand? So you rather be like, okay, well, you know what? I like him. And maybe you just want a little bit. You just want to be there just for a little bit of time. And you can do that. And say that too. And be like, you know what? Just like you just want to do what you want to do. So do I. You understand? So no hard feelings. And don't take it personal. You know, you understand? Y'all can come to terms together for what it really is. You understand? And stop winging it. Because girls that be winging it, they find themselves, they caught out there. And they find themselves in situations that they don't want to be in. And it's taxing to them. You understand? It's taxing them, and it causes them to be mentally ill. You understand? You're trying to, then after you've been with that person, you think you have a right to that lifestyle because they gave it to you. Babe, You don't have a right to that lifestyle. You have a right to the lifestyle that you was living before you got with that individual. That's your lifestyle. So if you decide to exit stage left on that situation, then guess what? You have to prepare yourself and be at the lifestyle where you were at before. And you can't hold that person accountable because they spoiled you while you were with them. That's what high value men do. They spoil you. And they give you things that you've never had. And you know what? You need to learn how to obtain some things and keep some things and invest some things. And have some things for yourself. So, where you can't make yourself be an item. You don't want to be an item or merchandise. Because don't you know, just like an item clothes in your closet, after you wore it a couple of times, you just sit it and it's just sitting there. Okay, you don't want to be an item. You don't want to be an item or merchandise. Something that you got to doll up all the time. And then where's your intellect? Can you make a person smile inside? Can you and besides smiling inside, you can have a good mood, a good mode. You can have, it's got to be brand new. It's got to be something that's going to tie your intellects together, where you'll be able to be a conversationalist, when you'll be able to go out and network together, where you'll be able to have a conversation with other people and be a positive enlightenment around him, so that he'll want to casually be with you in different places and spaces because you're an asset. It's like a team player. You're like a team player and you're able to elevate him. You understand? And he's able to elevate you. You understand? If you don't have none of that and all it is sex, babe, that's all it's going to be, and that's going to run out. Eventually, that's going to run out for you. And it's not going to be a good look for you. You understand? It's going to come to an end, and it's going to come to an end abruptly. Just like that nut. That nut, it was done and it was finished. You understand? So after it's done and it's finished and you ready to move on, he ready to really think. And that person is ready to think. He can't network with you because you too head over, you too moshy-poshy. Your head is stuck in a cloud. You thinking on love and lovey-dovey and you're in the fantasy fiction. Hey, you got to come up off of that. You so busy living that life and living in somebody else's picture. You didn't help bring that picture to life. You're living in somebody else's picture. And it's like more or less when you go into that picture and you insert yourself. When you go insert yourself into somebody's life, you understand? And it's different when you insert one another and y'all both come together. See, that's different. You both come together for a portrait. That's a beautiful thing. But when you insert yourself into something, that's totally different. You understand? Because while you're inserting, that means there was something already there standing in your way. But you're inserting yourself in between it. You understand? So, talk to me. I talk back. And I just want to motivate you guys to think about those things when you, men too, when you dating these girls and, stop treating them like, what's up? Daddy two-step deuces. Stop making them feel like, they're objects of your desire. How about that? Object of my desire. Hey, you really turn me on. That's the OG song right there. Yo, it's like your object of your desire, and you give them some trinkets and some coins, and they be like, ooh, zaddy. Babe. Don't, and they'd be like, it ain't tricking if you got it, babe. See, they ain't taking it like that. They taking it like he into me. Yeah, it's just an extra in a movie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's bad. You got to take an accountability that you started that. You understand? You got to be like, if I spoil her too much, if you spoil any woman too much, they going to fall head over heels with you because you giving them stuff that somebody else never gave them before. Come on. You got to know the game. You understand? Because just like I was talking to Brian Glaze Gibbs, and the guy said, when you look at the game, babe, and the game is me, Game. At the end of the day, you are in the game. M-E, game, me. I'm in the game. When you in that game, guess what? Don't put a black eye on it. Make sure that you stay true to it. And in your staying true to the game, just know that it's the me in you that needs to, do what you need to do. You understand? To be in the game and stay true to it. You understand? And walk out of it when you need to walk out of it. And don't get played. Because sometimes you can play in the game, but then the game will play you real back. It'll play you back, and it'll play you hard. You understand? And you know what? It's karma in the game is no joke. You understand? You insert yourself in the things, and when you insert yourself, you'll find yourself by yourself. How about that? Yeah. That's some straight real talk for you. You can actually, yeah, you find yourself in a different predicament than you thought you would be in because you overstepped your boundaries in the game. GAME. Because you didn't take accountability of the me in the game. And that's you. You in there. Babe, don't get played. Stop playing yourself. Y'all girls, y'all better stop playing yourself. Y'all young girls, y'all better stop playing yourself. Make more out of your life. Do something else with your life. Stop being codependent on men that already got made, that's making quick paper. They're hustling, they getting their life together. Stop wanting to be just a thing. You understand? And be a person, be a woman, be a triumphant woman, and be a woman of intellect. So he could see you at the more than just, hey, let's fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or seeing you as a BBL, or a woman with a wig, lashes, and some jewels. You know what I'm saying? Those are items. You understand? And you got women out here that's wearing designer, and all they wearing is designer. But at the same time, the designer, you taking care of a family that don't even know you, because you wearing their last name all over your body. You understand? You wearing their last name all over your body, but then when they look at you and you see them, they don't even wear that. How about that? Have you ever seen anybody from the House of Gucci wear Gucci? No. This is like people that have those designer clothes, they don't even wear them. You are, though. Their comfortability is making sure that they get you to put on their last name. So you walking around with somebody else's name on all over you. You understand? What about your name? What about you? You understand? So you can wear somebody else's last name real well. You can wear the House of Gucci real well. I have to say that today. And I'm going to end Monday Motivation by saying that command your day and stay amazing. The next time when you're walking down the street and somebody asks you how you doing, or you bump into somebody and they say how you doing, tell them that you're amazing. And because that changes the conversation, it changes the atmosphere. And want to be able to motivate yourself and keep yourself out of harm's way in the game. Remember, the game includes you. It's me. The me in the back of the game is you. Don't let the game take you out of here because you're trying to play a game. You understand? So with that, I pray all is well in your soul. Take care of yourself. You understand? And don't wreck yourself to death. Yo, I'm watching this timeline and it's crazy and it's disrespectful. You understand? To women. And you know what? And it's disrespectful to men too. Because there are real mothers out here and there are real fathers out here. You understand? And then when you see something on the internet, it makes it look like people in a hole. And that's not how it is. Stop looking at people's stories and stop looking at people on Instagram and looking at these people's lives. And then you want to make comments on these people's life. And it takes them into a mental state of mind, as a mental state of depression. And because you have this, see it for what it is. Stop making some people is bugged out. You can say something out your mouth and you say it's blue. Them motherfuckers will say it was violet. Like, what? And they be like, yo, I thought that color was blue, but it looked violet. It looked purple to me. Didn't it look purple to you? Man, y'all gotta slow down. Some y'all say too much. You understand? See it for what it is. If there's a sentence, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. That's it. You understand? Ain't nobody say, oh, you know, was she talking about when the sky wasn't blue around me? It was gray. Ain't nobody asked you for that. Ain't nobody asked you if the sky was gray around you. When it was, I'm just using that for an example, but folks be going off in the comments. Sometimes I just read the comments because the comments is crazy. This generation is shit. I'm telling y'all all of y'all going to hell. Y'all hell right here on earth. Y'all ain't going to need to go to hell. How about that? Y'all not going to need to go to hell because y'all already raising it right here. I'm serious because it's ridiculous. The basement mentality is real. The ignorance is real. The belligerence is real. It's just, it's just too much. And then I just go and look at other things, and then you go follow different people, and then they turn around and post the stuff that you trying not to look at. Then they posting it. Wow. And so you get to see it anyway. You understand? So it's like, take care of yourself. Because, nobody going to take care of you better than you could take care of yourself. Do something that you won't like. Do something that you like. Buy you something that you like. Think about this. Think about something that you really need to do and try and do it. Start it. Eat healthy. It starts from within. You understand? Eat healthy so you can glow on the outside. You understand? And that's what I've been doing. I've been glowing from the inside out. I see I got my glow on right now. No, that's what I'm glowing. That's true. But you know what? My face look good. I'm going to say that today. I am 55 years old. My face look good. I have to say that. I love me. You better love you. How about that? Deuces. And y'all have a real good night. I hope that I motivated you to just want to be happy with your life. Thank God for breathing. Thank God that you're up and you're alive and that you can just, do the things that you want to do for your life. Just make sure you appreciate life. Make sure you appreciate what's around you. Be grateful for what you have. And the things that you don't have, take your time. You'll get it. And the things that you don't get, you just won't get it. How about that? Just don't be mad about it or sad about it or rush trying to get it, because it takes time for some things to get done. How about that? Some of y'all be trying to rush it. You can't rush it, babe. It takes time. You understand? And it's going to take that time in order for that success to come in your life. You understand? So use your time wisely in the dash. You understand? Use your time wisely. All right? And I pray all is well in your soul, and have a great evening. Deuces, guys. Until Wednesday. Talk to you then.